Goal 3. I figured out who the mole is. Good job, Michael. One of the engineering interns was whispering into their lapel. Really? Their lapel? Shouldn't that be his or her lapel? Come on, do I have to play the role of the grammar police here? Anyway, win this event quick, within 4 minutes 32 seconds, without going off track for more than 1 second. Really? I feel like they're not trolling here. Okay, anyway, 4:32. It's gonna be a 3-lap cup race, so about minute 30 per lap here. So it's gotta be the road course, and it is. Alright, so minute 30 about. Obviously, if it's standing start, then the first lap will usually take a little bit longer, so something to keep in mind. And looks like we got Hurricanes in the lead here. Oh no, the pole position is occupied by the F12 Tour de France, I think. And ooh, look at those couple of Paganis in the grid as well. Don't come across those very frequently in these special events, so kind of cool to see. Oops. Let's try that again. Minute 30. I don't think it's that much of a... That's going to be tight, I think. So I'm going to try this tactic one more time. Overshooting. Alright, so it's going to be about angle. Can't keep those wheels on track. There we go. That's better. Lead from the pole position. Cut corner a little too much there. Let's see how close we can finish the first lap to 130. 131, not bad, not bad. I'll take that. But alright. So if we can do what? 130 literally. For the remaining 2 laps, should be okay. Alright, that's looking pretty promising because first lap I did the second checkpoint, I hit it at about what, minute 4 seconds, and that was more like right on 1 minute mark. And the final parabolica, making I think that was much cleaner, no skidding. So 127, that is definitely looking more promising. I just need to bring it home nice and clean now for the last lap. I know the first chicane there, I probably could have taken a better angle, but right now I'm more concerned about making sure that I don't go off track at this point. Alright, I think we got this in the bag. Might have a few seconds to spare here. Almost 5 seconds to spare. So yeah, once you can clear the traffic congestion at the beginning, I think running the remaining lap under minute 30 doesn't seem like it's as big of a challenge. Just don't charge into those chicanes and corners a little too hard. Just take it nice and easy in, and just focus on hitting that apex and exiting out with full throttle. So, sure. See if we'll get to see that precision corner cutting at the beginning. Oh, could we stay in this view for just a few more seconds so we can see? Oh, that's. I have to call that a pretty precision corner cutting. That was pretty good. I know. That's what I was striving for the first however many times that I failed. So a bit of chance involved there. I wouldn't call that my skill. And then of course the second chicane I did cut the corner just a little bit. So at this point I only had like 0.1 second off track time, which is really nothing to spare. So, and the red rumble strip there on the outside of the track kind of gives you a cue as to when to start braking. So this car to me doesn't seem like it would have as much grip, but actually it does have more grip than I feel. So I have to kind of fight that this car can handle more corners than perhaps I give credit for. There we go. So the lap 2, the both first and second chicane, I will say they were relatively clean, at least for my standard. I know when we do time trials here, I know some of the fast guys can cut through that first and second chicane like to the T perfection. I'm just not one of those guys. So perhaps some of you guys can relate a little bit more to my mediocre racing skill here. And then the third lap, I feel like there's a bit of psychology that goes into racing too, because third lap I'm being super cautious because, you know, it's like you built up something up to this point, right? You've had a first 2 laps turned out pretty good, so there is a, you know, good chance that this is gonna be it. So, you know, now like I'm getting more nervous. So yes, going into each corner I'm playing it more conservative than, let's say, how I did the first 2 laps, which possibly could have costed me the goal, but luckily I managed to pull through. So I do pay a lot of attention to my time at checkpoints, by the way, not just for these events, but when I'm, you know, doing like a Le Mans 10 lapper, I do try to, you know, because that gives, you know, obviously they're there to kind of keep you on track how you're faring in that particular lap. So as you saw, if you hit like first checkpoint, I think is going to be somewhere, it's like dividing the track into thirds. So first checkpoint, if you hit it pretty close to the 30-second mark, you're on target. In my case, I think it was closer to 32, because obviously to get to the first checkpoint, we have 2 kind of you know, choke points, the 2 chicanes. So took a little bit more than 30 seconds, and then the second checkpoint, I managed to get that about a minute, you know, like exactly about 1 minute mark, which means I have 30 seconds to get to the finish line, which I was able to do because that last third is the fastest section of the track. You know, the middle section is perhaps, I don't know, middle section might be almost as fast, but that right before the checkpoint there are those S's that you do have to manage, and you do have to brake a little bit, versus the parabolica, I guess that's the only part that you really kind of have to adjust your speed. Other than that, it's pretty much full throttle the last bit. So yeah, let's see, what are the lap times here? 1:27 best lap. That's got to be the lap number 2, I think. So, and that does put the car solidly in red, so we'll have to get that serviced. But let's check out what the last goal of this stage 5 is. Then we'll go from there. Okay, Ahmed. Plan to catch them off guard, but no matter. I was told that Michael and his swarm or dominating the competition? Well, I have brought my fleet of Lamborghinis, all rigged with cameras. Oh boy,